Takes and Talks.
Evening to all of you. Takes and Talks wishes a very happy Teachers' Day to all the teachers who are watching our episode today. Undoubtedly, a teacher plays a very crucial role in our lives. You see, one who teaches you the essence of having a purpose in life is a teacher. At the same time, the teacher who gives you a purpose in life is your pathfinder. And the pathfinder who dreams for a mass level upliftment and works tirelessly towards that is a visionary, a change maker, and an achiever. In today's episode, titled A Teacher Who Heralds Hope for All, presented to you by Cinema for a Cause, we are highly delighted and extremely honored to present before you a teacher, a visionary, a pathfinder, an achiever, a change maker, and above all, a real hero, Mr. Uttam Teron from the beautiful city of Guwahati, Assam, India. Hello, Mr. Teron. Welcome to Takes and Talks.
Hello, good evening, Sarmishta
Happy
ji.
Teachers' Day. First of all, I would like to wish you a very happy. How are you?
Thank you, honor. I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm doing good.
Okay, it's great to know from you. I hope you'll have a great evening today. We have a lot to know from you. We have a lot to know about your journey. So, Mr. Tin, I'm sure you have a great fan following in both Assam and outside, and I'm sure a lot of you will be having a lot of viewers from Guwahati and different parts of Assam today. So, মই আজি এই এপিছডত অসমৰ দৰ্শকসকলক আদৰণি জনাইছো. I hope my Assamese is right.
সুন্দৰ হৈছে দে। খুব সুন্দৰ হৈছে।
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So next, I would like to welcome the very backbone of our Cinema for a Cause and the ideator and moderator of our Takes and Talk series, none other than Mr. Abhishek Ganguly. Mr. Ganguly, welcome to Takes and Talks.
Good evening, Shormishta. Thank you so much and
মই
happy
আপোনাকো
Teachers' Day.
আদৰণি জনাইছো.
Oh God. If you start talking in
Welcome
Assamese,
to
it
Takes
sounds
and Talks.
Greek to me.
But it's a
But
beautiful
anyway,
language, and Mr. Teron is from this beautiful land of Assam.
I understand both of your smiles. You are also now from Guwahati and Uttam is also
Yes.
from Pamohi, which is near to
Yeah.
Guwahati. And both of you smiled so stress-freely. That really inspires me, to take
Thank
it
you.
forward. And
Thank you.
today,
Thank you.
I can see Shormishta is dressed also in an Assamese way, with
Yes, I'm
Assamese
wearing an
handicrafts
Assam
in her
silk.
back.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Assam silk. Lovely.
Yes,
And you have so many beautiful handicrafts all from Assam.
yes.
So it
Thank
looks
you.
like an
You're
Assam
mostly from
Emporium
Assam.
shoot.
Right,
It
right,
looks like
right,
an
right.
Assam Emporium shoot. Great, great, great. And
Thank you so much.
to see such a smiling teacher on the Teachers' Day itself is extremely, what should I say, rewarding,
Inspiring,
because
rewarding,
inspiring. Generally,
inspiring, right.
in our childhood, we have always seen grumpy teachers, who do not smile much. But to see Uttam, it is an Oti Uttam experience.
Ati Uttam, right. Not only
Yes,
Uttam,
yes,
Ati
yes.
Uttam.
Oh my
Oti Uttam.
So,
Yes,
God.
Shobhita. Yeah.
dear viewers, as I always say, Takes and Talks is your very own show. So please participate in the show by sending us your reactions, your comments, your suggestions, and please do not forget to send your questions to Mr. Uttam Charan, which will be duly answered by him towards the end of the show. Now, over to you, Mr. Ganguly.
Thank you so much, Sharmishta. We will go straight into the question and answer session
Sure.
with a man who never forgets to smile, who never really forgets to inspire, a man who heralds hope for all, so beautifully thought by our creative team, a teacher, a man who is an iconic man in Assam and who has put Assam in the international social work scenario. He's a man who has totally devoted his life to uplift, ignite, illuminate many, many, many souls. Fantastic work, Uttam, you are doing. Our salutations from Takes and Talks Cinema for a Cause on this special Teachers' Day episode where we have Uttam Teran, from Guwahati, Assam, India. So, our first question to Uttam is your Parijat Academy, which is very famous. It's the home for so many bubbly children, lot of women who are also starting their life or getting self-reliant. What was the idea and what were the challenges which you faced while establishing the Parijat Academy? Yes, Uttam.
Uh, Thank you for giving this opportunity. Abhishek sir, when I started Parijat Academy in 2003, my intention was to help the needy children, those who are like a dropout and reluctant to send their parents to school. I tried to give a platform to study in my small center, Parijat Academy, in the year 2003. The school was started in 2003 with 4 kids. There was a journey, and I was not filling up to do like a teachers before 2003. It's a coincidence that school dropout, the situation made me to start a learning center at my home, at my own place, in my village, in the name of Parijat Academy. That was a journey. That times my parents do not like my works because there is no money in the case of like a charity work. There is no money. So uh, without knowing me, it makes me happy to see coming children to learn from me. I'm very happy from since 2003 in involving with children. There's a very lot of challenges there because fund constraint. Because I collected a lot of used books, used materials for the children. That was the beginning actually.
Lovely beginning of Parijat Academy from 2003 to 2021. It has had a very nice journey forward. Now, tell me, Uttam, why the name Parijat you chose? What was the idea behind choosing the name Parijat?
Actually, this Parijat name is very popular. In Assam, say in 1950, there is an organization established in Assam, all Assam Moina Parijat. Moina is we lovely call to the child below 15 or 12 years old children, and Parijat is the
Okay.
name of a flower. And that words uh, makes me like. Then I choose this word. The words will be suitable for the school. That's why I choose Parijat. Is a Parijat is the name of a flower. What we in Assamese culture in Assam, we call is a flower in heavenly flower. So it's a good. The children they do not know what is good and bad. So they're like a flowers. I choose this flower actually imaginary what is called loving kindness, compassionate, and heavenly flower. So I choose this word Parijat.
Okay, lovely. What a beautiful, backstory of choosing the name Parijat
Yes,
Academy, which means a heavenly flower. And very rightly, Uttam has said, children below, who are not teenagers, who are below 12 or 12
exactly.
years old, they are really so innocent and they are compassionate.
Yes,
They really, maybe they don't know a lot about the world, but they know that, they kind of conquer everything through love, through feelings. So they are
yes,
as delicate, as innocent, and as pure as a very
yes,
beautiful heavenly
absolutely.
flower, which is Parijat. So the children's innocence and the purity of the Parijat flower, he blended, and this fantastic Parijat Academy, the Parijat Parivar, which has existed for the last 18 years, has
18
happened. And
years.
see the smile of the man. Fantastic. Very, very nice. Now, tell me, Uttam, what kind of children have come and joined you at Parijat Academy? You said you started with four. So, what
It's,
kind of children came? What kind of background they came from, and how many
uh,
students you started with four, but currently, what is your strength?
these children's background, they are very downtrodden. And from I belong to tribal community and like a tribal parents actually they reluctant to send to their children to school because they are not giving priority of education. So I thought education is the main this is a source of inspiration. Without education they cannot do in future nothing. So I hope let them enjoy joyfully. If we give a platform joyful learning, so they will come and enjoy. We cannot force them to learn. And these children are from a poor background. and even their parents are like a day-to-day labor. These are like a domestic workers. They have no regular income. These children comes to Parijat Academy. Now we have a more than 500 children from nursery to class 10. We have a one or two extra to reach out center in a remote forest village also, including to our main center. So we have a more than 500 children.
Lovely. So lighting up the lives of tribal children who come from
Yes,
a lot of
remote
downtrodden background, who
background.
remote background from the forest areas, and
Yes,
really give igniting the flame of education in their personalities, making them ready to face and to tread towards future. What a noble act of Parijat Academy. That has been the mission and vision of this man who dreamt it 18 years back, to start a journey, to start a movement, to start a home away from home for these children, which has been beautifully
yes,
christened as Parijat Academy, and as it stands as an ashram today. We,
yes,
Shormishta and Shushmita, two of Cinema for a Cause volunteers, they went there, they saw, they experienced, that they came back and they told me that you really have missed something. But when I saw the video which they have created, I could understand that Uttam and Aimoni, the mother and father figure in the ashram, the Parijat ashram, are doing commendable work. Fantastic. Now, you tell me, Uttam,
like
apart,
uh,
you are doing fantastic work in education, as you said, from kindergarten to up to class 10.
class 10.
But apart
Yes,
from
correct.
education, what are the other activities which Parijat Academy is involved in?
Besides day-to-day schooling, we have studied handloom also, and my wife Imoni, she look after us like a sanitary pad, reusable, washable sanitary pad making in the school campus.
Okay.
Our girls they
Mhm.
do their max, these teach, and we distribute in a remote forest village freely. These reusable, washable sanitary pad because they cannot access sanitary pad from the market. Their place is far away from the accessible city. So we distribute among them the teenagers, the girls in a free of them. So we have a sports activity. We have different. Very often we organize like a cultural activity also. Uh, yes, we have a sports activity, girls football, boys football. Even a couple of years ago, we took our students to Kolkata in inclusive football program. So
Okay.
really lot of activity.
So Parijat Academy is a cradle, is a platform where holistic development takes place. Apart from the classroom, Parijat looks beyond the classroom, as Uttam has been saying, singing, dancing, sports, taking them beyond the Parijat campus. So ultimately, each of these small flowers are finally blooming into becoming a beautiful baby tree one day. That's
Yeah,
the aim,
yeah,
the vision of Uttam and Aimoni. Fantastic. And as you said, sanitary pad making is also one of your activities. So you are
activity.
also generating a lot of awareness in health and hygiene among the village folk through this.
Absolutely. Because in a remote forest village, they don't use they feel shy. They don't use like a underwear. We are motivating our girls, our because our school girls, we take them to remote forest village. Our girls and my wife Imoni also, they talks with the villagers. This way we making aware among the community, so they have to know their about their body, about the health and hygiene. So
Correct.
we're trying to do something, but we need to do lot of things. So we have to work
Absolutely.
together with a lot of people. Lot of people.
Correct. You have started the journey, and I'm sure there are many stumbling blocks, and you have to convince the
Uh,
parents, especially in the
yes.
tribal people. They have been used to their age-old norms. So you have to break
Yes.
those
Yes.
myths and make them have a modern thinking about the health and hygiene
Helen
parameters.
Heisey.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell us, Uttam, all this, whatever is happening in Parijat Academy, wouldn't have been possible apart from a lot of support, sponsors, collaborators, people who have donated money to you. So, who are your major support, the pillars of support which Parijat has?
We at Parijat Academy, we are very fortunate. And I would like to thanks to all the donors. and the organization who are supporting us, uh, uh, what is called, from their capacity to grow from a small level to the up to class 10. They support in our need, and able to run this way. And what we are doing, whatever the children students are getting education, people with people donation, with the individual donors, organization, without their help, not possible. Uttam Teron alone cannot do nothing. I'm a drop in the ocean. So together we can together we can work. So I maintain very low profile. I don't say to the people also, i'm not the I'm not insult of the school, because these words are not applicable for me, because without people's support I cannot do anything. I can't do anything. So peoples are god. Without your support, without your helping hands, Uttam Teron cannot do. Uttam Teron cannot do. So all people supporting from my bottom of heart, I would like to, who are supporting directly, indirectly, who are contributing ideas directly, indirectly to Parijat Academy. I humbly respect to them, and we need their long-term ideas support, whatever monetary, to run the school. Lot of people supporting us, Parijat Academy. Still, we need support
Absolutely.
to run. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. As Uttam rightly has said, this is not possible single-handedly, and
Yes,
Uttam alone cannot do, making this mission impossible possible. But this is turning into a palpable possibility because of the support, the collaboration, the kind of
absolutely.
different
Yes,
sponsorships he's getting from
yes,
individuals, organizations, different associations, and he humbly acknowledges their contributions. But
yes.
we cannot forget that Uttam is not alone. He has the very, very spirited Aimoni with the better half, Aimoni, his wife, also to give him support always. In fact, while I
Yes,
was watching the video, I saw Aimoni doing a lot of activity. She has spoken on the video also. So, what is Aimoni's contribution in your, running of Parijat Academy, Uttam?
I'm only look after the students related program with the teachers also. She teach in the senior part, and last year we are blessed with twin baby girls, and
Okay.
for 1 year she is busy with our twin baby girls. So
Uh-huh.
from this month again she will resume her duty to teach in the senior level students actually, and she teach dance also, bihu
Okay.
dance, folk dance, cities among the girls, uh, and lot of things. She guide to the younger children, students. She looked after the hostel children also. Lot of major role play, result role play,
Okay, so Imoni is a major, like
role play.
pillar of
Yeah,
support to
absolutely,
Uttam,
absolutely.
and they already have two parijats which have come, two twins, as they
Yes,
said, like a
yes,
beautiful girls, which Uttam and Imoni they have been blessed with very, very recently. So wish you
yes.
once again, proud
Thank
father
you.
and proud mother. Congratulations on
Thanks.
the new arrivals, and I'm sure Parijat Academy is looking more lustrous, more beautiful, more fragrant with the arrival of the twins. So we
Thank you,
will,
sir. Thank you, sir.
like the viewers, we will just get into Parijat Academy. Actually, we if we don't see what is happening in Parijat Academy, the story of Uttam Teran and Imoni Teran will be incomplete. The kind of work which they are doing, we must see to believe, we must see to feel. And as Uttam has said, like contributions, collaborations, any kind of
Yes.
support is welcome,
Any
be it
candidate.
even if it's not through like maybe money or monetary support, it can be ideas.
Yes.
Like
Ideas. Yes.
when Shushmita and Shormishta told me, I got so moved. I said, like, we must bring Uttam onto our talk show so that Uttam's story, the story of Parijat Academy, travels all over the world, and it can open many, minds and have hands of support which will be directed towards
Yes.
Parijat
Yes.
Academy to make its vision more complete. So before we go to the next question, I will ask my creative team to kindly let us get into Parijat Academy, see the action which is happening there. Shormishta, if we have that small video clip, which this also has been shot by Shormishta and Shushmita. They went as our camera team. They have interviewed, they have reported right from Pamohi, where Uttam stays and Paimoni they stay and Parijat Academy is established. And they have made a beautiful small video which really has touched so many souls. I shared it on social media, and everyone has said Uttam Teron is doing commendable work in Pamohi. So let's watch that video. Shormishta, if we can have that video played, please.
Meet Uttam Teron, the man who has golden dreams for all, the man who teaches to nurture, nourish, and strive to turn these dreams into reality. Parijat Academy, the brainchild of Teron, situated in the suburbs of Guwahati, Assam, not only works towards imparting education and generating health awareness amongst children, but also generating employment amongst the youths coming from the socially backward families situated several miles away from the city. Supporting Uttam's noble work towards the upliftment of the socially and economically deprived sections of the society, there are many individuals and social bodies from different parts of India and abroad who regularly contribute towards improvement of the infrastructural and other major aspects of this institute.
There are 500 students studying in our school. So among these 500 children, we have hostel children. 75 students. They stay with us.
A firm believer in the saying of charity begins at home, Teron and his better half Aimoni work hand in hand to provide the best of education and other facilities to the students and other beneficiaries of the Parijat Academy.
गढ़भंगा गांव के जो बच्चे हैं उस गांव में तो ज़्यादा लिटरेट नहीं है, तो हम लोग सोचते हैं कि वो उस गांव को हम लोग मतलब 100% लिटरेसी बनाए, ये हम लोगों का ड्रीम है.
Recipient of various prestigious awards and accolades, Teron is keeping no stone unturned to upgrade his institute into the state-of-the-art educational academy. Undoubtedly, Parijat Academy is the torchbearer for education for all, and Teron the harbinger of solace, hope, and prosperity for those who dream to make it big. On the 5th of September, Sunday, at 8 p.m. on the auspicious occasion of Teachers' Day, Takes and Talks is extremely proud to present before you the man behind the noble endeavor in the special episode titled Uttam Teron, a teacher who heralds hope for all, in the face-to-face live at Takes and Talks. A teacher who heralds hope for all.
Teacher who heralds hope for all. We were at the Parijat Academy, the beautiful, picturesque, very positively vibrating Parijat Academy, and we saw what magic Uttam and Aimoni has really created, igniting, illuminating the lives of these 500 children, giving them a fantastic beginning, training them up, positively harnessing their personality, getting them ready for the future. Beautiful, beautiful. I am now really missing that I missed out on the shooting, like trip with Shushmita and Shormishta went and shot you.
You have to come one day.
I must come. Absolutely. I am just wondering, how will I be shooting your beautiful, Beautiful Parijat Academy. It's like an ashram. Very, very nice ashram with so many, like natural elements, trees, beautifully the mural walls. Loved it, Uttam. Now tell me, I saw a lot of handloom, the Parijat handloom which was there, and also 𝔻𝕉𝕬, like which is typically Assam.
Yes.
So after you produce all this, which is happening at Parijat Academy, how do you market all this? Where are these available for buying?
Actually, this handloom program we have started last year during COVID, in the first phase COVID time, because to run the school, to run a charity school, we needed money. So we thought, I talked with Aimoni, and we decided to make sustain the school to support teachers honorarium. We thought uh, handloom will be a uh, good things if we are able to sell the market, 𝕍𝕬𝕌𝕼, sari, even some home decor handloom things, So if you are able to sell that one, so we are not able to sell now because during COVID there is no exhibition. We not got a chance to exhibit our product in the exhibition market. So that's why it remains like it's stagnant in our handloom. So the small production is going on. In the coming days, let's see next year if things will continue. We will try to exhibit so that mass people can see our product. If they see and if they like, they can place order. And if you're able to gain money, then will support. We can support pieces of education. We can use that actually sustainable. We have to make a sustainable program. School with handloom, a clapping program, socially useful, productive work as a whole. As a skill
Absolutely.
development program. Yes. So
Absolutely.
that's why we are
SUPW.
looking market.
We used to study this. We used to study this in
Yes,
school. Socially useful productive work,
it work.
SUPW.
Yes,
It was called in those times. Yeah. And as I could understand, handloom and 𝕍𝕬𝕌𝕼 and all this production is to make it a sustainable model because Parijat Academy has to have some kind of income
yes.
generation to have the
Generation,
journey smooth. Absolutely. Income generation. Absolutely.
income
Now
generation.
tell me, as you have rightly said, your contact, the connect with the masses has obviously had been challenged during the pandemic times. So exactly apart from this, how has the pandemic affected the entire Parijat Academy? Are regular schools happening or what's
Uh,
happening now there?
During pandemic times, now things are like coming down. Like from this one, class will start say from grade 10, class 10 onwards. So during pandemic times, what we did, there is no school. Our teachers, those who were like a smartphone, like their parents, those who have a smartphone, our teachers are sending like a question answer in a WhatsApp, and the students they
Okay.
jot down from a mobile, and those do not have smartphone. So we encourage them to write from their friend circle, and that is not success. I'm truly honestly speaking, this is not success
Mm,
because these
mm,
children, their parents cannot afford. And during pandemic, in a remote forest village where there is a 500 household, and through individual people capacity, we through Parijat Academy, we supported more than 500 family with food bag, rations, with buckets to remote forest village. That's why I thanks to all the donors who are trusting us, who want to do work through Parijat Academy. Really, they were extending their helping hand during this pandemic times. So I thanks all of them, those who are supporting from their bottom of heart, directly,
So
indirectly.
apart from the children, you're also supporting their parents, that means the family as a whole, as
Yes,
you said.
yes, because they have to survive because they have no connections with the market because pandemic times lockdown. So
Mhm.
people are supporting with the food bag through us. We taking them to the reach out center places, villages. That's a great help during pandemic times. And some children who are last times who are corona affected, we make like a home quarantine in the school campus. We
Okay,
take care the students also.
okay. And are you going in for vaccination drives also with in association with the government for children and their parents, especially for
In a
parents?
remote we encourage to where there is like a sub center, medical sub center, we encourage to come. Don't scare, don't feel frightened. This is a health issue. They are coming forward. We are encouraging them. So uh, without vaccine, you cannot get like a feedback. The positive side, they
Okay.
are very cooperative. This is successful. This is successful.
Okay, lovely. Now tell me, Uttam, if you look at the future of Parijat, what are their, like the main plans which is happening in the future? Maybe within the next 2 3 years, let's think that pandemic is away, it's gone. So now,
Yes.
how will Parijat progress in the next 3 years? Let us take a 3 year plan. So exactly what is Uttam's vision for the next 3 years?
Once the things will come in a
Normal,
normal life,
normal, yeah.
then all students will come. All students will come, and simultaneously, Hello part, we will impart training to the girls from 18, sorry, class 8, as a part of education. We will give them education, warpings, sanitary making, lot of things will. And in futures, we want to extend class 11 and 12 at Parijat Academy, so that we want to
Okay,
make different skill program. We want to tie up with different skill organization who can support and who can work with us. We love to collaborate with them because we have to make them skill. We want to encourage them to be entrepreneur. If there is no entrepreneur, our country cannot grow actually. If they depends on the government
absolutely.
jobs, in government jobs, so it is not good. So we have to make them feel entrepreneurships, self-sustaining, self-reliance, independence like that. Also, let's see what happens. So that we need more skill like-minded who can come and support or ideas, who can give ideas to online volunteering. Volunteering always welcome to Parijat Academy. Maybe like offline or online also.
Okay. So you are looking at, generating the spirit of entrepreneurship, like small businesses which your students
Absolutely,
can start
absolutely.
off,
Yes, yes.
so that they are self-reliant and they can
Self-reliance.
start earning a living.
Yes.
Correct, correct. Tell me, Uttam, what has been the government's attitude towards Parijat Academy? Are you getting any government support?
The government is doing in their capability. The government doing a lot of things for the welfare of society. So
Mhm.
government is not helping monetarily, but I
Okay,
think we have no idea how to approach, but we are trying from our own capacity. Own capacity. Government is doing on their
okay.
own capacity. In the Sarva Shiksas, they're doing a lot of things
Abhijat,
for common people. We also doing our own way also.
lovely. So, as the non-governmental organizations, they have a vision of working parallelly with the government. The government is doing it on very mega scale, and the non-governmental organizations are doing in their small pockets. But still,
Absolutely.
in
Yes, yes.
totality, it's a force to reckon with. And Parijat Academy, in obviously, is in that bracket. And I'm sure, with their strength, with the kind of spirit, and with the purity of the passion and the purpose of Parijat Academy, positively sky is the limit. We will be
Yes,
now
absolutely.
getting into the question and answer session. I'm sure Sharmishta is ready with the questions, and Uttam has to now field with right answers. So I'll just ask Sharmishta to get into the Q&A session of Takes and Talks in this special episode of Teachers Day. Over to Sharmishta.
You are watching Takes and Talks.
Yes, you are watching Takes and Talks, and today we have with us teacher, visionary, change maker, and ever born, a real hero, Mr. Uttam Teron with us. So, time for viewers' questions and answers. Are you ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, great. I know you're always ready. You always, I mean, you have a smiling face. It seems you're always ready for any kind of obstacle. That's really inspiring. Well, Mr. Teron, we have a couple of questions. I mean, I think most of them, those who have seen the video, this
Okay,
audio-visual promo, they have many questions that have cropped up in your mind, in their
okay.
mind. So we will take the questions one by one. Now, you see, if somebody wants to join you, if an intern or volunteer wants to join you directly or as well as remotely, as you were just saying to Mr. Ganguly, how can he or she do so?
Volunteers are always welcome. This pandemic times, we have
Mm-hmm.
a small stay accommodation for the volunteers. If, from
Okay.
outside of Assam, if somebody want to come for short-term periods
Mm-hmm.
to do something at PARIJAT Academy, they can stay with
Mm-hmm.
us also. But in
Okay.
this year, they can support or they can do like a online something volunteering also from their home
Mm-hmm.
also. If
But
situations becomes
what
normal
can they
next year,
do? I mean, how can they do
yes,
it?
if somebody want to teach like a suppose like a socialism maths or
Okay.
somebody like want to teach like a art and craft also want to teach music
Mm-hmm.
through online,
Mm-hmm.
yes, we love to, our students will love to learn from them. We have a setups like what is called a projector system. They can, yes, they can teach like a tabla harmonium also, for example. And if somebody want to teach like a social science, mathematics, yes, welcomes, or anything. If they want to intake in English also, Hindi also, eh, for example, yes, welcome online. And next year, if situation calm down, normal, yes, they can apply. They can contact me through email, phone number also. Yes, if there is no volunteer, yes, we will invite and come. They can come and stay. They can test. They can get the essence and fragrance of Parijat Academy also.
Oh, that's great.
Parijat
That's
Academy.
great. Right, that's great. So, viewers, if you want to join Parijat Academy, so the contact number is
Yes,
right there. So, please contact
Parijat.
Parijat Academy at the phone number given there, or you can connect
Yes,
with Mr. Uttam Teron on Instagram also. Right, Mr.
Instagram
Teron?
also. Yes.
Oh, that's great. So,
Like,
you have the
yes,
provision and you have the facilities to have volunteers or interns and or interns both remotely and as well as directly. So, only
yes,
the right intention has to be there to join Parijat Academy. And Mr. Teran is there with a lot of facilities, with a lot of provisions to get you connected with this beautiful institute, right? So, great to know that. Coming to the next question. Well, if this is a pandemic time, we are going through very hard times. So, how are you continuing to teach the kids during this trying times?
pandemics, during pandemic times, we have a lot of problems, because we are not
Mhm.
success online system. Last year we didn't install like a online because we have no idea what to do with like a online, because for parents this is a very new system for them, for these people, children's. So from this
Especially in
year,
these areas. Hmm.
yes, in the remote area there's maybe a mobile phone, but there is no network, no network.
Hmm.
So that's the reason.
Hmm.
So in the remote area, there's still no network. Where there is a network, okay, our teachers are sending through WhatsApp. Our teachers are not doing like a Zoom meeting, because in Zoom it's a very limitation is there for us, because we have a limited resources with the parents, so we cannot meet that demand actually. So whatever our
I
teachers capacity according to the students at home capacity, this way also. And some students, those who are staying with us, yes, we have activity-based programs, learning, the clay models, whatever like bottles, anything. What is activity-based programs we can do. But from outsider who comes the day scholar, we cannot make success with them last year and first part of this year also. But
Okay.
slowly, parents are
Hmm.
aware. Online classes are little bit, say, 50% success.
Okay. So we hope the situation will change for better in the days to
Yes,
come. All the
yes,
best to
yes.
Parijat Academy.
Yes.
Now, moving on to the next question. Uh, well, you see, there are several individuals who have got good intentions like you to do something noble for the society.
Uh,
But it's not a very easy task. You know it very well.
yes, yes,
You
yes,
have
yes,
lot of obstacles. You have lot of hindrances, maybe financial, maybe infrastructural, maybe so many things. So they give up in the midway, or they don't start. That's what is
yes,
your
yes, yes.
suggestion or what is your message to them who want to do something good for the society but are not being able to do so, fearing the constraints?
Yes, there is a lot of people they want to do something from their heart, but they cannot reach to the people. There's a lot of people's. Yes, there is a lot of people's are there. But I cannot suggest. I'm not the right person to suggest them. But they can do something. They can support. They can. Those who are like familiar with the internet, they can share their in their neighborhood also. If they can support their old clothes also to the neighboring hood also, they can support. If somebody needs like a books also, they can support at least one books also to their neighboring societies, underprivileged, urban poor children also. They can do, or they can feed at least one roti also. They feel happy, and that way, who knows, that way the works will be a great works one day. Who knows, nobody can predict actually. So whatever they like, they can do from their heart. So it is not like that. Suppose particular city say, if they go and do some social work, then it will happen. No need to things like that. Let them do whatever they thinks good for the neighborhood also. That will be the starting point. That will be like the epicenter of the work actually. Yes, and they can do like a online support through not only monetary ideas also. They can search through. There's a lot of options in internet actually. During my during my initial stage, I wrote emails. When I learned email, I wrote emails to unknown people whom I do not know. If I get email ID also, I'm very curious. I send email. I'm asking second-hand clothes, old clothes. This way,
Mhm.
if I send hundreds of email, unknown people, maybe one or two people, I get response. They love to support one or two pieces of cloth also for the children. This way, one person will multiply with it two, like a nuclear fission. So
Right.
this may be multiplied because internet is a strong tools in this
Mhm.
current era. It's like a modern era.
So yes, very rightly said and very well said, Mr. Teran. Like if somebody has good intentions to do so,
Yes,
maybe there will be hindrances. You can take baby steps, right?
yes,
If you want to
yes,
do
yes.
something for the society. And now, yes, with the advent of technology, you have a scope to do a lot from your own end.
Lot of now it's a abnormal. It's a beyond. Who have an
Yeah,
intention to do
exactly.
something
There is no
beyond.
limit to that. There is no limit to that. You're right.
Yes.
Very true. Very well said. Very well said. Well, there's a very nice question from one of our viewers. Very apt question, I must say. If you, Uttam Teran, is asked to propose three important changes in the existing education system of our country, what would you suggest? What would Uttam Teran suggest?
My God, it's a very, very good questions. I'm the not right person. Our country is like a more
But
than
like,
like a 130 crore people. But
mhm,
what I personally feel, education for all, and government is doing uh, on their own capacity a lot of Sarva Shiksha Mission is doing a lot of even midday meal also. But thing is that in a middle of middle workers, if they not do rightly, things becomes like unwork. And lot of dedicated teachers in our country, joyful learning we cannot force because it should be let them enjoy students up to class 4 and 5. Let them enjoy. Teachers should involve. These are the I think for the key things because I'm not educationist. Generally, I don't share with my people. I cannot share like people to people. I'm not educationist. I'm the layman. I'm the common arm at me as a common people. What I think best I'm trying because if somebody dictate to me, do this, do that way, I cannot do. What my heart says, I'm doing actually. So if
True.
our country is a lot of good people, they want to do teachers, but they don't choose teaching line actually. And some are not interested in teaching line. They are in a wrong, in the wrong, what is
They
called
take
wrong job
a
actually.
different profession. They offer a different
Yes,
profession.
yes, this different profession actually. Ultimately, in India, what happened? So what happened as a youth when he tried several times in a government job? Ultimately, he will choose teachers. Teachers is not in blood interest actually. It would comes actually, but we will not get like a 100% these kinds of like many people. Okay, but this is a system, and our education policy, this education policy, hopefully, if things goes rightly, I think it will help a lot. I think so, but from my personally, because it should be a
Yeah, of course.
flexible.
It
Nine and
should
ten,
be
okay,
flexible.
yes,
Hmm.
flexible. Let them enjoy. Actually, we
Let them
cannot,
enjoy.
we cannot give, we cannot give, keep in a trap or in a captivity.
Right. So education is not captivity. Education is not
Exactly.
trap. Education should
Yes,
be fun. Learning should be fun,
freedoms,
right?
flexible, fun. Actually,
Right. Right. Very true. Very well said. This comes from experience, you know. I mean, you're working
that
at a
is.
very ground level, and that comes from real experience. That's so, I mean, lovely to know it, hear it from you. So, Mr. Teran,
Sarmista ji, one thing, if we do a strict teaching at school, from next day students will not come, and our mission become flop. Our mission will flop. If we ask by heart next day, they will not come to answer their by heart. Otherwise, it is better to stay at home. So we have to tactfully strategy. We make a strategy. Let them enjoy. Yes,
that's very true. So, as Mr. Ganguly rightly said, you know, during, I mean, their childhood, in fact, during our childhood also, we, with due
yes,
respect to all the teachers, we mostly have had teachers with grumpy faces. We used to be scared of them. So, yeah,
absolutely,
we
absolutely.
must respect the teachers, but at the same
Respect should be
time,
respect.
yeah, we must respect teachers. But like, if we are scared of them always, we cannot have the fun. We cannot ask
Yes,
questions,
yes, yes. Then
right? I mean, sometimes,
very true.
like, you
Absolutely.
know, even if we are curious, we want to know more.
Yes,
Just out of fear,
yes,
we do not, I mean, like, we shy away. I mean, just fear to ask questions. That's really not
yes,
right.
yes,
Well,
yes, yes.
I mean, Mr. Teran, moving on to the next question. If a student of Parijat
Yeah.
Academy is keen on studying engineering or medical, going for these kind of disciplines, how does Parijat Academy help these kind of students? Do you have students who are studying medical or engineering?
No.
Till now.
Our students are from the like a down. This a very different background. Still,
Mhm.
we are not able to make science curiosity in the school. We have a
Mhm.
not right person in a science background teachers. I'm looking because we cannot pay good amount of money to the teachers, science and maths.
Mhm.
Where I
Mhm.
personally I have a lot of interest. I want a good science teachers and math teacher who can mold students to love science subject,
Great.
because yes, our students are okay. They are pass with good marks also. They're taking the science, and very less students they take science admissions in college also. Even commerce and arts, okay, it's just commerce and arts. But
Mhm.
we are not able to make that level like an engineering student and medical student. Even IIT Guwahati students come and they do volunteers. Even the Assam engineering students comes and do the volunteers. But we need very active science and maths or mathematics teachers. If we are able to raise money, we have to pay good money. Then I think we may get
Mhm.
good science teachers. Mine is because we collect a lot of science books. I
Mhm.
personally arrange a lot of things systematically. Second-hand laptops for the students. Let them enjoy. I alone cannot do nothing. Uttam Teron cannot do nothing. If there is a very active teachers, if there is no active teachers, I cannot do nothing. But uh, to get medical, to get engineering, that is not our intention. we those who had one or two times fail in a government school also, they come and join at Parijat Academy. We take care to them. So they have to study up to class 10. Then they will understand good good or bad things. If their intention
Mhm.
is good, hopefully they can do good things in their life.
The
If they're okay,
important thing is
yeah.
that they should be able to complete the education, right?
Yes, complete education. That is an
Mhm.
engineer and medical. These are like a paperwork because they have to stand on their own feet as a human being first. I think just in second generation, they will understand, okay, in my life, I done these things, but in next times, in my children life, I have to teach them like this so that they can
Mhm.
acquire the knowledge of these things like that, actually.
That's really important. That's really important. Well, in our present education system, we
Yes,
practically give very less value to the things like humanity, empathy, which are very much required for a person in order to be a good person, morally correct
absolutely.
person, as you were rightly
Yes,
saying. So, yeah, if you have the caliber, you can study engineering or you can go for medical in your later life or after
yes,
passing your 12th school exam plus two.
yes,
But yes, we do not think of imparting the values like humanity or and empathy. So, what is your
yes.
suggestion to uh, our education system? You know, what do you think? What should be done to impart these kind of values?
My personal opinion, what I think myself, is school is the best platform. Uh, I forgot the person name. Actually, the nation growth depend on the four wall in the classroom. Classroom inside the classroom is the growth of the good country, whether it's a good country or bad country. It depends on the students actually.
Hmm.
We have to teach them actually loving kindness, compassion. These things are very important from school childhood actually. You know, so if they becomes like a doctor engineer, if engineer, if it's a corrupted engineer, it's a collapse for our nation actually. If the doctor, only money making doctors, it is spoiled, and if he or she not understand the problem of the lot of poor peoples, how can they can support actually. So this compassion
Right.
feelings, loving kindness, helping, this charity mind, this should be built from actually from little bit. I'm not saying
Very
every
beautiful.
students will be like that, no. At least if you can impart this kinds of education from school onward,
Hmm.
it will be a value-based education is very important in school life. Otherwise,
Very important.
in
Value-based education.
college life is different thing. It's an independent,
Mhm.
flexible.
Very true. Very true. Well, now a question from a different front. You see, in the video, in fact, I have been to your Parijat Academy, and there is some lovely collection of mekla saris, mekla sadars.
Okay.
So, yeah, of course, next time I visit Parijat Academy, I promise to get some good mekla saris for myself. And of
Sure,
course,
please.
many of my friends, they were staying in Calcutta.
Okay,
So,
we will make when we will weave for you.
okay. Oh, thank
Beautiful
you
Meghla
so
Sadar.
much. We're honored. We're honored.
We
We're
will
deeply honored.
send you. We will give you as a gift.
Oh, no, no,
Parijat
no, no. I
Handloom
mean,
Meghla Sadar gift.
okay. But yeah, definitely we'll get some Miklas others for ourselves. Well, Mr.
We
Teron,
make sari
just like,
also.
uh-huh. Okay. So, just like a question on this, on the handloom part. Are you planning to do some virtual exhibition? Because, in the trying times, like a practical exhibition, and a face-to-face exhibition, and these kind of things could be a bit difficult for you, difficult for you to be
Yes,
arranged. So, in that
yes.
case, are you planning for some kind of virtual exhibition also, which can help
I love.
to get your
I
studies to
love.
get a mark?
I love to do that one.
Okay,
Virtual exhibition.
virtual
Not done
exhibition,
still. Yes, yes. I think there will
Mhm.
more people reach out. More people who can reach out. Actually,
Right?
what we make here, people will love. They will suggest us what to do. They will. They can say some customized idea also. They can give us. We
Mhm.
can make.
So, are you planning? Are
Yes.
you are you moving towards that? Have you planned any
Yes.
virtual
Yes.
exhibition?
So you have to guide us. You have to guide us. I don't know. I'm. I have no idea about this, but you have to guide us.
So you see, I mean, like viewers who
Yes,
want to join
yes,
this Parijat Academy as a volunteer or as an intern. You have so
yes,
many. You have even you can help Mr. Teran. You can help Parijat Academy with your ideas, with your novel ideas, right? And as I rightly said, I mean, as I just said, to join Parijat Academy, you can contact Mr. Teran at this number, or you can connect him on Instagram as well.
yes.
Well, Mr. Charan, another at the last question, last question from the viewers' question answer session. Do you receive financial grant from government? You've already answered the question. Do you receive or have you received any financial grant from any corporate organization
Corporate organizations like from
as a
suppose
part of
our
corporate social
like
responsibility
yes,
CSR?
yes, 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 sir. Yes, we got yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes. Couple of years ago, we got actually yes,
Okay,
but not from the government actually.
okay. So, Mr. Charan, with this, we have come to an end of viewers' question answer session. That was lovely. Thank you, viewers, for your questions. Um, Now, Mr. Ganguly is waiting backstage. Let me add him to the stream.
Okay,
Yes, Mr. Ganguly.
Yes, so 1 second, please.
Well, he'll be joining us any moment. So it was really lovely knowing more about Paridat Academy, and I really feel myself very lucky. I mean, it was a great day for me the day I had been to your school, and it's your Paridat Academy is really like an ashram, as Mr. Ganguly rightly said. So he's here. Mr. Ganguly is here. Yes, Mr. Ganguly.
Yes, I am very, very upset because Uttam has just, he will be weaving saris for you and nothing for me.
and and
Now,
for
now
no
you should have
for
some. You should be
for
having some
Abhishek,
Assamese,
no, no, for
many
Abhishek,
kurtas.
definitely, definitely for Abhishek sir, I will send by courier kurta, but you have to
Okay,
send me the size.
the size, yeah, correct, correct, correct.
Yes,
No, no, I was just joking, but
no, no,
positively next
sure,
time,
sure, no,
like,
positively. I love to send you.
yeah,
A
correct,
Yes,
very
correct.
nice
You should
comment from
also,
one of our viewers. It's like a
you
modern day Shanti Niketan. Well, very well
absolutely,
said.
yeah, yeah.
uh,
You
Parijat
uh,
should
Academy is a
not
modern
deprive
day Shanti Niketan.
the men folk.
no,
They should not only
education
cater.
is a great. I salute to really
Rabindranath
Rabindra
Tagore.
Thakur sir, Tagore. I salute. That is a
Uh,
awesome, the universal platform really.
correct, 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 correct.
Yes, Mr. Gang.
So anyway, Mr. Teran has answered all the questions wonderfully, and as Shormishta has already said, that if you really want to get to Uttam, the numbers have been given there, and Uttam has opened up his doors and windows, and he says any kind of support, any kind of collaboration, any kind of lending a hand would really help. Parijat Academy has its fragrance all over the world. It can be in cash, it can be in kind, it can be through ideas, it can be volunteering, it can be teachers who are coming forward with science and maths, it could be
Yes,
marketing their products. So, any kind of support is welcome. But
yes.
I'll still ask Uttam to say those words. Uttam, how will you appeal to the entire world? What do they have to do for you? You can say the mic is on to you, the virtual platform is on to you. Please say what exactly you want them to do for you.
To all, the first of all, from my heart, I want to thanks, Text and Talks, and initiatives
Thank you.
of Cinema for a Cause for this honor actually for giving me opportunity to share these things with viewers all and respected viewers, those who are watching this video, this live show. Uh, I love I love to invite you all directly, indirectly. You can send email. We need support, cash and kind. Yes, that is things. That is neat. We are collecting the used clothes for our childrens. We collect. People can support us like NCRT books, even up to 8, 9, and 9 and 10. they can post by us to our address also. You can message to my mobile number is there. Uh, yes, books, anything stationaries we collect from people, and anybody, yes, volunteers welcome. And the world is beyond. Uh, if the people suppose donate 1 rupee also, if 1 crore people donate 1 rupee, we can get like a 1 crore in 1 month also. We are asking to support 1 rupee also, if possible only. We are not asking. Don't feel Uttam is greedy. I'm honestly, because to run a charity school very tough, because I'm 18 years, I'm a small experience. I cannot say it is a big, but small is a small journey. Still, we need to support people, support your ideas. Always welcome to Parijat Academy. Uttam, the Aaron alone cannot do anything without your support. People is God. People is Bhagwan.
Thank you, Uttam, for that beautiful appeal. And as you rightly said, Uttam Teran alone can't do it. We need many
And
more Uttams. We need many more Aimonis to be fathers and mothers to all these children for whom, hope is through Uttam, through Aimoni, and through the sponsors, the collaborators who are like God, as Uttam very rightly has said. And, through the eyes of Uttam, through the hands of Aimoni, we can really nurture the future of all these children, of all these women, of all these men who are from the downtrodden, forest areas near Pamohi, which is also in the outskirts of Guwahati. We have to reach out to them. We have to change their way of looking at life, keeping their tribal, all the character intact. We have to show them or show the path towards education, towards self sustenance, towards entrepreneurship, towards health and hygiene, the holistic way of looking at life, as Parijat Academy is beautifully doing. And like friends, I would like to share a small secret with you. Whenever Uttam is unhappy, whenever things are not going in the right way, Uttam also loves to sing. And he sings songs of humanity, songs which will touch you, songs which will tell you a story, how, like a human being cares for another human being. So I would try, just ask Uttam to sing a song, maybe in Assamese, and this song has also
Assamese,
been sung,
Assamese,
a
Assamese.
very famous song by Bhupen Hazarika, who is another very illustrious son of Assam and who is equally popular in Bengal. So Bhupenda's very famous song, which Uttam can sing, and maybe I can join in with the last line. So I would ask
Okay,
Uttam
okay, okay,
Teran, the
okay.
man behind Parijat Academy, the man who's framing the future of so many, to end this Takes and Talks Teachers Day episode with this song, which speaks about humanity holding a hand and seeing hope in those very pure eyes of the children. Over to Uttam Teron.
Okay, I'm going to sing a. I'm not expert. My voice is not good. I'm not a singer also. Just I will try to sing. Ah,
No, you just give the emotion. Yeah,
okay,
give the emotion.
okay. মানুহে মানুহৰ বাবে যদি অকণো নেভাবে অকণি সহানুভূতিৰে ভাবিব কোনে নোকোৱা হ'ব দিয়া মানুহে মানুহৰ বাবে মানুহে মানুহক কিনিব খুজি মানুহে মানুহক বেচিব খুজি মানুহে মানুহক কিনিব খুজি মানুহে মানুহক বেচিব খুজি I forgot the second line, ভুল জানো
Anyway,
নহ'ব
never mind.
কোৱা সমনীয়া মানুহে মানুহৰ বাবে দুৰ্বল মানুহে যদি জীৱনৰ কোবাল নদী পাৰ হৈ তোমাৰে সাহস তুমি হেৰুৱা মানুহ কি মানুহ যদিহে নহয় মানুহ দানৱ কাহানিও নহয় মানুহ যদি দানৱ কাহানি বা হয় মানুহ লাজ পাব কোনে নোকোৱা সমনীয়া মানুহে মানুহৰ বাবে যদি অকণো নেভাবে অকণি সহানুভূতিৰে ভাবিব কোনে নোকোৱা সমনীয়া মানুহে মানুহৰ বাবে মানুষের জন্য না ইয়েস
ও
অভিষেক স্যার
বন্ধু, মানুষ মানুষেরই জন্যে। Fantastic, Uttam. That was lovely, lovely. Over to Shormishta to sign off. This has been a tremendous Takes and Talks episode where we have really seen that hope in Uttam's eyes through his smile, through Parijat Academy, where small flowers are really blossoming towards a very, very hopeful future. Over to Shormishta.
Thank you, Mr. Ganguly. And that's why we have named the episode A Teacher Who Heralds Hope for All, not just for the students,
Correct.
but for the entire society. In fact, we need more Uttam talents in India, more such Uttam talents. What do you say,
Absolutely.
Mr. Ganguly?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oti Uttam, I say to your proposition.
Oti Uttam.
Yes, yes.
Well, Mr. Teron, thank you very much for being in Takes on Talks today. I'm sure you've enjoyed being with us. It has
Thank you
been
so
a
much.
great
I
treat for
enjoyed. Thank you so much, all of you. Sarmista ji and Abhishek sir, thank you so much.
In
Welcome.
fact, we are honored to have you. We are honored to have you. Yes, Mr. Ganguly, you say
We,
something, something.
No, no, no. I just said welcome. Like through Uttam's eyes, I can see what is becoming of the tribals in that area. Cycles going on to the university, getting into maybe IIT, getting into medical, doctors, engineers, entrepreneurs,
Yes,
all coming out from Parijat Academy. Maybe I'll not be there in those times,
in
but
future,
from up, I yeah, from up, I will be saying,
get a
I had worked with this
bless.
man. I had worked with this man. Yes, Shobishta.
let's think positive. And I just hope that the fragrance of Parijat reach every nook and corner of this world.
Yes,
We wish you all the success, Mr. Teron. Wish you every success, every happiness in future. All the best to you and your family and your two lovely daughters. I mean, two young Parijats that you're already having
yes.
at Pamohi.
Thank you.
So, and thank you very much, viewers, for joining us today. And yeah, অসমৰ দৰ্শক সকলৰ প্ৰতি মই বিশেষকৈ ধন্যবাদ জনাইছো. I hope my Assamese is correct. Well, dear
Dhoni
viewers,
Aisa,
as
Sarmista.
I always say, thank you, thank you. Dear viewers, as I always say, Takes and Talks is your very own platform. So if you have any such inspiring story, please do not forget to share with us. For details, please take a quick look at the next video. Thank you.